Some secrets were meant to stay buried, but not here. This is Red Tape File. What if I told you that China almost controlled the United States Congress through one woman's bedroom? Her name was Christine Fang, known to friends as Fang Fang. She was young, charismatic, and ambitious. To many, she looked like a classic American success story. Public reporting and U.S. officials later described her as working in service of a Chinese intelligence objective, cultivating relationships with emerging political figures while they were still hungry, unguarded, and easy to influence. For years, she moved through the upper tiers of California politics. She raised money for campaigns, volunteered, organized events, and built connections. 2011. The San Francisco Bay Area is booming. Tech is hiring. Universities are expanding. Thousands of international students arrive chasing opportunity. Among them is Christine Fang, enrolled at California State University, East Bay, studying political science. She blends quickly, fluent English, an easy smile, and a keen understanding of how American politics actually moves through favors, introductions, and proximity. Her target was not the marble halls of Washington. It was the East Bay Pipeline, a belt of city councils, county offices, and state seats, where ambitious newcomers climbed toward Congress. Rather than storming fortified offices with seasoned staff and counterintelligence training, she showed up where guards were low. Local fundraisers, campus groups, community events, and volunteer rooms that run on goodwill and trust. Her strategy was simple: be useful. She organized fundraisers, attended civic gatherings, introduced candidates to donors, helped with voter registration, and made herself indispensable to campaigns that needed hands, checks, and energy. Money opened doors, but presence kept them open. The text messages after events, the coffee meetings about policy, the dinners to learn more about American democracy. She wasn't studying democracy so much as she was studying Democrats, their weaknesses, ambitions, and secrets. By 2014, she had become a familiar face in Bay Area politics, appearing on guest lists and in photos at events across multiple districts. She volunteered, helped with outreach, and even contributed to opposition research. She was the ideal operative because she never looked like one. The web of connections she built was broad: mayors, council members, and most significantly rising figures like Fremont City Council member Eric Swalwell. Reporting describes her supporting his 2012 congressional run, organizing fundraisers, recruiting volunteers, helping where she could. Public accounts say the FBI later delivered a defensive briefing to Swalwell. He has said he cut ties immediately and denies sharing classified information or wrongdoing. When Swalwell defeated an incumbent in 2012 and headed to Washington among the youngest members of Congress, her networking appeared to have reached a new tier. During his early terms, he was appointed to the House Intelligence Committee, which oversees highly sensitive national security matters. That appointment heightened public interest in the case years later. Yet the record remains. No charges against Swalwell and no public evidence he passed secrets. Throughout this period, according to reporting, Fang made regular trips to China with plausible explanations: family, business, cultural exchanges, trips that some experts believe doubled as debriefings. She also broadened her reach into the tech world, convening events that put politicians beside Silicon Valley executives under the banner of innovation policy. She helped set up Chinese-American student groups on campuses, which some observers interpreted as soft power networks to spot and cultivate future influence. What took shape was not a smash-and-grab spy ring, but a machine that leveraged America's openness and political ambition. It used routine civic life donations, volunteers, internships, coffees, and car rides to create pathways of access. By 2015, the FBI's counterintelligence teams were increasingly concerned about influence operations that seemed to advantage Beijing. Investigations widened. Agents began quietly briefing officials believed to be at risk. According to public reporting, Fang departed the United States around this time. She has not returned to face any U.S. charges. 5 years later, in 2020, national media detailed the case, publicly connecting her 2011 to 2015 networking with a broader picture of Chinese political influence efforts aimed at local and emerging leaders. The revelations triggered a storm of headlines, partisan arguments, and renewed attention to how soft access can become hard leverage. Critics asked how an influence operative could move so freely for so long. Supporters of those contacted by the FBI pointed out that defensive briefings worked as intended. People cut ties, no classified compromise was proven, and the system learned. The case forced institutions to tighten practices. Campaigns and offices revisited their policies on foreign contacts. Congress examined onboarding and training. Tech companies reevaluated how they handle political adjacent events and protect intellectual property. And security teams across the country updated playbooks for the era when the most effective intrusion looks like an enthusiastic volunteer. So, the next time you see a new face at a political event, ask a better question than, is she here for democracy or to destroy it?